A couple of years ago, my partner Laura and I decided to tackle 365 activities all around New Zealand in 365 days. Today we are hitting the rock bottom of the South Island and we're heading to Stewart Island. And we're going to check out the little township of Oban before spending the next few days exploring what Stewart Island has to offer. Join me at the end of the video when we're going to go over all the questions and comments you had the first time we published it.
The next 4 days, we are going to be taking a holiday from our gap year.
Alright guys, we just arrived in Bluff, which is the total complete bottom of the South Island. There is no southerner point of the South Island than Bluff, and we are about to board on the ferry to Stewart Island. We have packed all our cameras, all our gears for the next 4 days of an epic discovery of the southernmost island of New Zealand.
The Stewart Island ferry with Real Journeys is a little bit of an operation. We are having to load our backpacks into containers which are then loaded by crane onto the back of the Stewart Island ferry. It's now time to board onto the Stewart Island ferry, which we're taking with Real Journeys today. They do daily departures from Bluff to Oban and back, and we're taking the morning ferry.
Our destination is the little township of Oban, which is the only town in Stewart Island. And the cruise to get there is a little bit rocky. Although it's a beautiful day, there is a lot of waves, and Laura won't admit it, but she's getting a little bit scared and also a little bit seasick. However, we're having an awesome time because the skippers are giving us a lot of commentaries, a lot of very fun facts, and also a lot of really bad jokes. And you guys all know that I'm very fond of very bad jokes. Arriving in Oban really feels like arriving in a beautiful holiday destination. The water is absolutely stunning, the sun is out, and everybody seems super relaxed. The pace of life here feels very different than anywhere else I've ever been. The whole place is so inviting that the first thing that Laura and I want to do is to walk along the beach. It's an amazing area. Every single one of the beach, even the one right in town, is golden sand bathed in turquoise water. It's amazing.
Because it's getting around to midday, we're starting to get a little peckish and we're trying to find somewhere to have lunch, but nothing seems to be open today except for the Foursquare supermarket, so we go and get ourselves some cheap eats for a little bit of a picnic on the beach. The really awesome thing about Stewart Island is that the locals are super friendly. There's only a population of 400 people and a few dogs here, and obviously they're happy to see new people, so they're super keen to talk to us. After following the advice from the local we were just talking to, she suggests that we head towards the east side of Oban where there's some walking tracks along the coast. It only takes about 10 minutes for us to reach a really awesome beach, and we make our way through beautiful forest along the way.
On our way to Bathing Beach, which is where we're going to be spending the afternoon, there are awesome views overlooking the whole bay. It's a really cool place to spend some time and actually just embrace the slower pace of life, which is right here in Stewart Island. And before even we arrive at the beach itself, we stop at a little lookout and we get to see heaps, from the awesome views to the amazing wildlife. I am not 100% sure what type of bird that is, but I think it's one type of heron. And they look really different than the heron that we usually see on the mainland of New Zealand. Those ones are really grey and white, and they are much bigger than what we've seen so far. It's really awesome. Despite Stewart Island being the closest place to the Antarctica that probably Laura and I will ever get to, it is an amazing weather. It was really cold back on New Zealand mainland, but right here it's stunning weather and the beach looks amazing. It feels like we literally arrived in Samoa or Fiji or something.
But before we relax, you guys know us, we can't stop ourselves from walking along the entire length of the beach.
So after making our way all along the beach, exploring a little bit the area, Laura and I find a lovely little spot where we're going to be sitting down and relax for the afternoon. This gives us plenty of time to decide what we're going to be doing right here on Stewart Island. There is heaps to do here, and we have elected to go do some jade carving. We also want to go do a massive hike in the Raikkura National Park, which is one of the biggest part of Stewart Island. It covers over 80% of the island, and we also want to take a flight above the whole canopy. There is also awesome bird sanctuaries that we have to check out. That's a massive plan for the next 4 days. But before it gets dark, we are heading toward the local cinema, because yes, there is a cinema on Stewart Island.
This is the activity that's been recommended to us the most, from the crew from the Real Journeys boat, to the local information centre, and even the local that we met when we were having lunch. The Bunkhouse Theatre is a really cool and quirky cinema, and it shows one movie which is a local's tale which shows the history of Stewart Island from a dog's perspective. Anyway, that's it from us for today, but join us tomorrow as we do a more in-depth exploration of Stewart Island.
We need to get some lunch, so nothing is really open at the moment except for the Foursquare. So Robin gets us some reduced price pies. Thanks, Robin. And I'm kidding. Robin treats us to some pies yet again with budget in mind. When we don't have budget bread, Robin makes sure that budget in mind is the key thing of our lunch, and we are having reduced price pies. Nonetheless, it does the job. I have some pizza as well, reduced price, don't you worry.
Alright guys, so let's go over some of the comments that you guys had. There was quite a fair amount of comments, which was quite cool. And first up we had Polly Hansen that says, "Hey, that's me with a little dog. How funny do find this clip randomly and super shocked to see myself. I hope you had a good time in Oban and by all means the rest of New Zealand." Look at how friendly and lovely the locals are. They even found us on the internet. It's pretty cool. Why in the world say it's amazing that it didn't rain, you know, because it's the South Island, usually rains quite a lot, and on Stewart Island it rains a lot as well. But don't worry, rain will make an appearance during our stay on Stewart Island, that's for sure. We have Joshi that says it's a very nice adventure. Then we had Nutsack that says, "I'm looking at some video of Stewart Island because I'm about to go on a tramp for school. There around the whole island." Well, here you go. But check out, maybe in a couple of days, we're actually doing a cross walk of Stewart Island, so I think you're really going to enjoy that. And anyone not called Nutsack, you also can check out that video. It's coming in about like a week or something like that, so keep on watching it. Life is Good says, "Was the water too cold to swim?" Definitely way too cold to swim, but if you do have a wetsuit, you'll be absolutely fine swimming in the waters of Stewart Island. Lengo Farias is talking about the white-faced heron. And Crash Studio is also asking if it's possible to swim, and yes, it is. Just again, I have a wetsuit because it's gonna get quite cold. Alright, that's wrap it up for me right now. Just a quick reminder that we do live sessions every single Sunday at 8 AM New Zealand time. It's a great place to hang out with us and ask us all your questions about traveling in New Zealand. Plus, we also have www.nzpocketsguide.com, and it's the largest travel guide to New Zealand. And yeah, you can check it out for free. It's pretty awesome. It's written by Laura and I. Bye bye.